packages. Pretty awesome. Tom sent us a little care package just ahead of Boxerfest, which is actually coming up this weekend. Oh, hi, by the way. Welcome back. So today we're going to be working on the lifted car. Got some stuff to do to it. We actually have a Subi event coming up this Sunday. Boxerfest is going to be in York, Pennsylvania. And I'm just going to bring this thing and park it in the parking lot and go check out some cars and see some friends and stuff. Really cool events. If you haven't been to one, you should definitely go. I'll put a link to the one we went to in California. That was a very cool show. That's coming up again here soon. But anyways, we're going to be putting some parts on this thing. So I don't know what Tom sent me. We'll open the box and look. I know for a fact he's included his new light mounting bracket. Let me show you that. So this is actually a prototype that Tom sent. This goes on your license plate on the car. Basically, front or back, you can flip it around. You can do whatever you want to do. And it's not just for Subarus. It's obviously anything with US license plate that'll work. So this is designed so you can put some aux lights on the front or the back of the car, which I thought was pretty sweet. The rear of the RS, you see I got a little tester light here, a little glass incandescent. This thing's old. The rear of the RS anyways, probably not gonna work. I could cut the bumper out and stuff like that, but I've already chopped this bumper up pretty good, and I don't feel like cutting it up just for putting this on today. But I do think I'm gonna like the way that they look in the front. So put a set of lights here in the front. I think that'd be pretty cool. Speaking of, when I was hunting for lights, I wanted to go cheap. So I went around to a couple stores. I started at Harbor Freight, and actually, surprisingly enough, their LED lights are pretty expensive there. Went to Harbor Freight, went to the local parts store, looked on Amazon and stuff, didn't really like the stuff. I wanted to see them too. There's something about seeing a product that you can't do online, you know, as far as dimensions and the look. And I actually found these at Tractor Supply. So these were the cheapest lights that I could find. I want to say they were under 30 bucks for the pair. And they'll do just fine. You can see they're gonna fit on the side of the license plate bracket just like that. I do know there's a license plate bracket in here. I don't know what else, but let's open it up and find out. Whoa. Oh, a pair of them. This guy. Man. Look at that. Oh, that's slick. So he added coated now. And then he added these two little tabs here so that you can zip tie the wires up and out of the way. Ha! That's very cool. And of course it's laser engraved. Man. Tom's a good guy and he makes some really good stuff. What else is in here? Two of these. Oh, he includes zip ties. Dangle. He includes stickers, of course. Always includes stickers. Mall rated as everything should be. And a new battery tie down. He must have saw my battery tie down. This thing is old. Add to it that this is just a typical, you know, wet lead acid battery, and so it's been splashing around as I've been bouncing on the trails, and it got eaten up just a tiny little bit there. That's awesome. So we'll put that on really quick and we'll get the lights mounted up and wired up. Should be a good time. This will be a nice fun day. Simple project. Battery acid and water and mud is just an awful thing. Look at these. Look like they came from the bottom of the ocean. So I cleaned a little bit of the scaling off of them. I'm not going to do a great job because it's just going to happen again. And I don't have any paint. Honestly, these things just need to be tumbled or probably just replaced. They're pretty cheap. These aren't even the right nuts. I don't know what these are off of, but those are not the nuts for Subaru battery tie downs. If you've ever seen them, those are not them. So look at the oxidation corrosion on this thing. That's right, it's actually shaped slightly different on the bottom because the battery acid's just been chewing away at it. But anyways, let's put this nice new shiny on. That'll look a lot better. About as easy as it comes. 2 rods, 2 nuts. Fold this little strappy deal under here so it's nice and out of the way. Don't cut these off. These are super handy because your battery's gonna die. You're gonna have to pull it out to go jump start your buddy's car or whatever. And getting batteries out sucks when they don't have a strap. So leave those on. But anyways, that part's done. I'm going to be tapping into a wire, I think probably off the fog light. I don't want to run a bunch of wires all the way back into the cab of the car. I've done that before for some of the other switches and the front wheel drive switch that's on this thing, but I don't feel like running wire today. So I'm just gonna run a relay for the lights, and I'm gonna tap off of probably the fog lights. So that way when the factory fogs are on, the auxiliary fogs will also be on. So it'll just be an easy way to do it. That's gonna be it. So I'm gonna get started on that. Let's do this. Boom, done. That was a nice, fun, simple project to be able to complete in just a few hours. It's really nice to be able to just start something and then finish it in one day rather than, you know, huge project builds that just take forever. You know, stuff like that. Anyways, got this stuff installed and got the license plate fakey thing on here. This is actually a real community here in Pennsylvania. And that's funny. If you don't know why that's funny, have your parents explain it to you. But this ended up fitting perfect. The bracket comes just to the bottom of the bumper right here on each side and kind of holds it in place. And it's nice and secure even with only 2 screws. You know, if you're going to put this on the back of a vehicle, obviously it'd be flipped the other way around and you'd have the 4 fasteners to secure it. we're gonna put another one of these. He actually sent two, put one on John's car, and then probably one of the prototype ones is gonna end up on the Camry. That's gonna be coming in for some work here pretty soon, hopefully. But got the wiring all squared away, got the relay down in here, and kind of tucked everything down into the unibody and around the battery, and hide all the crimes from aftermarket wiring. If you take a little bit of time, you could do a good job, or you can just pile spaghetti all over the place and it'll work exactly the same. Depends what your goals are. Take a minute, do it right. It'll save you time in the long run. We want to thank Tom at Kartboy. He's been a friend and a sponsor for a very long time with the rally car. Everything that he offers is on the rally car and has been on all of my cars since the day I met the guy. He's really cool. He's been doing this since the RS first came to the United States back in '98. He's an old Subaru guy, and he's old. So, but make sure you give him make sure you give him a follow on Facebook and Instagram, and check out some of his products, especially if you got a Subaru and you're into modifying it. He's got some really cool stuff: short shifters, brackets, license plate tag deletes, battery tie downs, oil caps, anything that you can think of. He makes an awful lot of stuff, and he makes it himself in San Diego. It is US made parts, so he's not, you know, sticking his sticker on something from China, which is rare these days. There's an awful lot of shops doing that and not even telling anybody about it. But I digress. Next time you see us, we're going to be at Boxerfest in York. That's going to be a really good time, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And as always, thanks for hanging out.